I don't know if this is going to be repeating anything that I've said before. But I want to talk about, really getting comfortable here. I've been pretty, I'm pretty evolved for my age, I'd say. I've made a lot of mistakes. In my life. And, this kind of came off of a walk that I just had with a family member that I want to talk about. I want to kind of tell you these mistakes, and maybe some of them, maybe this is an informal thing, whatever my thoughts are. I don't have anything written down for this, but you have to understand this. I didn't start making videos for the first time on YouTube. From the point that I was 6, 7 years old, I'd say around that time, that's when I started making videos. And throughout my whole life, I've done it. I have done it. And, looking back, I kind of feel like I could have done other things and not done that all the time. Like, I wish I would have read or have done things differently. Not done so much of it, not acting on every little idea. For that matter, not make so many that I don't like. And I didn't like because I got rid of so many. So yeah, I made a lot of videos in my life, and quite a few of them I got rid of out of impulse. Not in a way where I thought it through, not in a way where I thought through my actions before doing it. I just did it because I was 17 years old. 17 years old. I was a teenager. When you're a teenager, your mind is not the most rational, not the most thinking clearly. I don't think I'm even old enough to be considered the mind being rational in the men's mind or whatever that is. I think at like 25, your mind is supposed to be fully rational. I don't know. There's something about that, but I was a teenager, and as a teenager, you're going to make impulsive decisions, and a lot of them take these really, really big risks with, going out in parties and falling down and doing all these crazy things. You think of, I think Jack Doherty, I think it's the YouTuber, who did all these pranks that was very, very destructive, and he did all these kind of bad, unethical things for YouTube. It's like, wow, just that alone, that drains me to just, that someone would be just so destructive just for YouTube, that the whole world would like I think with social media, you have to be as connected to that, but even more connected to your regular life and to your real life, and not just make videos and be so consumed with that, and then you're ignoring the real issues that are going on in your life when it comes to the things that your family could make you aware of. And I find that when that happens to be very, very unhealthy. Like I've been, and I do not want to make what I am doing into an unhealthy thing. It's what I've been trying to do this whole time, and I haven't been the best at doing it. because in February, I started with the shorts, making all these AI shorts to schedule, and I worked myself to the, bone with that, trying to do that, frantically trying to do it. And then what else did I do? I got consumed with the videos on YouTube, and I made so many, and I didn't know how to stop and do other things. And I became so intensely focused that I did feel throughout that whole process like it was taking over, and I was getting farther and farther away from the past, from where things started as soon as I got out of the hospital, where I was more interested in other things than the videos, but I was still interested in it. Like I want to enjoy the videos. I want to enjoy doing the videos, but not to the point where I ignore other things, because I just have gotten this guilt when I did all those videos that I couldn't, that I wasn't doing other things or balancing it out. I just got this guilt, like I shouldn't be doing this so much. I shouldn't be doing this. And I did, I was able to do the video because I wanted to, and it didn't get the better of the video and me delivering the video, but, it's a very, very tricky thing, because it's something that I want to do, but something that also I don't want to do. But when I do feel that feeling of being drained by it, because I've been doing it so much and I'm approaching it in the wrong way, then I will see about it. I will see about doing other things. But sometimes, when you are not focused on that thing, you're not easily drained by it, and potentially feeling drained by conversations that you have with others, because they make you aware of things that you weren't previously aware of, or that you never felt aware of. And then I have a lot of videos from my past on my channel, and I'm not going to try to hide those videos. They're up there. I do believe that they'll stay up there, because I want to make clips out of them. And you know what? You may not understand the clips that I make. You may not understand what they're about, or you may not understand what I'm doing in them. But they're just for casual enjoyment. They're not like formal videos that I produce now. Like, I don't produce those videos now, but that shows who I was, and I want to leave those up. Like, I realize, we do not live perfect lives as humans. We have flaws. And the kind of story that shows where we were at the time and what we did, like, do not get rid of what you have done, because that shows who you were at the time, and you would want to go back and look back at that. I didn't have that mindset, at the time when I deleted all those videos and, all those channels just in an instant. Months of videos that I made, that I put my time and energy into, down the drain, not because I didn't like them, not because I wasn't satisfied with them, but because of other very small reasons that I got rid of them. And it reaffirmed that it was, in fact, I developed OCD when I was 18 years old. Throughout the end of 2023 to the end of 2022 into 2023 into 2024, those were the OCD years, and I was very depressed because of the OCD. And the OCD really made it so I it's like eliminate, just as I was talking about on that Taurus North Node Scorpio video yesterday, destroying something in order to eliminate one part of it. I did that, and that is so true of my life. Probably my whole life. I can't go into all the examples of how that showed up in my life, but I think that's been a theme throughout my whole life. Like, I have lived the shadow of my Scorpio South Node based off of Jan Spiller's book. I have lived what it feels like to overreact, to make something like a very, very typical thing with me, and a big theme in my life is taking things to extremes and making big deals out of small deals. Like, it's just so easy for me to do that, and I have been told, and I've been naturally very, very resistant to it, to what I've heard from others in my life, that I do this, that I make big deals out of small deals, that I take these little reasons for doing this, and I just destroy something valuable because of this small little reason. And I'm kind of like, I honestly have to say, I am ashamed of myself for doing that. And I've naturally made it into such a big thing over the past 4 years that it's been very, very hard to let go of, because my life was also very, very home life. It wasn't very external. I wasn't very extroverted in the sense that I didn't have, make a lot of friends in my life, barely at all. And those that I had were very minor friendships. I didn't have a lot of friends. All I had was, I'm an only child. I don't have siblings. Things would be very, very different. In fact, I wish I did not. I'm glad I didn't have siblings, because, well, if I had a Scorpio moon and I had siblings, both of those two things combined, woohoo! No. No. But talking about siblings, I didn't have siblings. I didn't learn the lessons involved with siblings. Taurus North Node is not a North Node that indicates sibling relationships. And I have a Taurus North Node, if you couldn't tell by that video. I said a lot of profound stuff in that video. But so anyway, I didn't have sisters and brothers. All I had was my parents growing up. And I do realize, looking back, that if there were limitations, it's like you're limited to not do something so that you can find something else to do, that you may look back on and go, well, you know what, I look back on that. I think that was a good decision that I was restricted from this, or a good decision that I focused on this, because, I could only be as self-aware as I was at the time. And I was growing up, I was a kid, I was, it's like when you're young, and I'm still very young, like when you're young, you're not super aware. And you're not going to make decisions from that place. And me being younger than like, for example, I'm just going to say it because it's a public story. Call it Baron Reed, who is a spiritual teacher, oracle card creator. She was like 26 or something, 25, or, in her 20s when she was drinking the alcohol and, getting herself into dangerous situations, and, not being kind to her body and all those kind of things like that. And I have to give myself a lot of credit for the awareness that I have now, that I do feel that others my age are not as self-aware as I may be. And I have to acknowledge how self-aware as a person I am. nowadays. And I've become very, very self-aware, and I become very, recently, and I become very, very self-aware when I do feel drained by social media. I don't get drained by watching it. I get drained by when I'm on it sometimes. And during those times when it does not feel right, I will take a break and do what I need to do to just get out of that whole, it's like her call it meditation of getting on your bird and rising above that negative situation and rising up into something higher, and your perspective changes. Like maybe if you don't act impulsively, you can think about it more carefully. Like maybe I should wait on doing this a little bit longer. Maybe I should hold off on doing this before I just make a decision, because I had no idea. I thought it wouldn't be a big deal. I thought I'd forget about it. No, I haven't forgotten. And every time that I delete something, it brings up the wound. It triggers the wound that I have with deleting videos. It brings up that wound. Just brings up the wound, and I just, it's become such a big thing. And it's been very, very difficult to have compassion for myself over these years. Very tough. Because I got rid of these videos for reasons that had nothing to do with the videos themselves. It had to do with other small, minor, trivial reasons that had nothing to do with the videos themselves. I didn't think that the videos were flawed. I thought they were perfect. I thought they were just fine. And I got rid of them. And that I regret. And I just, sometimes I wonder, what is the point of doing this? Because what if I were, get rid of it one day? Like, I will make a promise to myself that I will not get rid of the videos I'm producing now. Ever. Ever. The videos that I produce now, I will never get rid of. Because I don't want to have to reinforce that pattern. I was mentioning to a family member that, I kind of make things and I get rid of things out of impulse. And I mean, that is kind of a sad life to live, like, when you do that. And, it is a very, very sad life when you just make so many valuable things and then you get rid of them. And I fell into really, really deep depression because of that. I was so deep into depression. 2024, the summer of 2024, and all this kind of things like that. Because of what I did when I was 17 years old, and I was 20 in 2024. I turned 20 in 2024, and I was depressed about something that I did starting at age 17. Um, 2023 was not a good year. There were good things about that year, but there were a lot of things I don't want to go back to about that year. That was a rough year for me in my life. And I don't want to go back to the way that I was then. I don't want to go back to the way that I was when I deleted videos. And, I am going to decision for me. What is a difficult decision is I had the thought today. No. In fact, processing things. I still haven't reported this thing to YouTube. Still hasn't gone. This darn feature that shouldn't be there. Because I don't want to use it. But they put it there. They've kind of said, how bad could it be? How bad could it be if they put it there? This is very tough for me. I did get an email from YouTube just today where what I did was I uploaded a short a clip that I did on another channel to this channel, and then YouTube took it down. So that eliminated that. And I only have so many videos. No. It's very, very tough. Because I want to not limit what I produce, but I don't want to produce things that are against my better judgment. So I think it's more important to not produce videos against my better judgment. So I won't do that, and I'll find creative ways to go about it. And some of those creative ways may be posting clips from videos that are of the past, that you may watch it and be like, what the heck are you doing? Well, I only have so many videos that I made that I've kept that are legitimate videos. There's a lot of legitimate videos. I made thousands of videos, but every time that somebody says that, I cannot overlook and look past all those that I've just gotten rid of in my life. And I really, I don't know what it is going on astrologically today, but I just feel drained right now doing this. Like I should be doing other things, change up my life and everything like that. It's a book that I started reading and intended to do. Well, I had no idea that I would be just completely ignoring that. Well, not ignoring it. I was aware of it, but I didn't forget about it. But completely not doing that for weeks. Like I had no idea. I thought it was just going to be smooth sailing, reading consistently, and I was very, very happy when I got out of the hospital, and very well balanced with my life, and it's just so out of balance that I want to bring it into balance. And so what I'm going to be doing today is I don't want YouTube to keep taking down my short videos that I make, because I do have to admit those shorts are from other channels. I will sit down and I will make shorts from my channel and from my other channels and do other types of things like that. Oh my gosh, this is hard. I mean, please don't think I'm a hypocrite. Don't think I'm a hypocrite, okay? Like, I don't want to wake up every single, somehow I just want to produce shorts. Like, I want it to be consistent. I want shorts to come out on my channel every day, yet I don't want to. Like, is that a problem? Now, I'm telling you, I will be creative with music. I will continue to produce my own content. But I'm telling you, I don't think that this feature is going away anytime soon. I think I mean, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I mean, I'm very much against this feature. Very much. I mean, should I just stop producing shorts every day entirely? I mean, I only do it at the beginning of the month and then don't touch it anymore. I mean, if I do... Gosh. I'm gonna have to bend it. Sorry. But... Okay, wow. Wow, am I taking it personally? You know what? I'm against this feature, but you know what? I don't have to be burdened and tied to my word of what I say in my videos. It can be both and. Yes, I am against this feature, but yes, I may continue to use it just for the sake of getting the shorts out so that they get scheduled every day to come out at the beginning of the month. Is that really falling into the addictive habit of making the AI shorts? Like, is it okay to just do this? to make videos about claiming that it was wrong and then to do the very thing that you were doing it? That's like... That is where you realize, wow, I'm taking this whole social media thing too personally because I'm taking what others may think of me too seriously. You know what? No. I'm going to say things and I'm going to make things bluntly clear, but they're not set in stone. I say things because I feel it in the moment and I'm going to say it, but they're not set in stone. I have come to just accept that reality because I promised things and never delivered on them. So, in this moment, oh, this is tough. What should I do? I will give myself all the options that I can that do not involve YouTube emailing me and taking down a video. And apparently they're not going to email people to take down those shorts, which are wrong. I'm asking myself, why am I going to do something that I'm totally against? Caught in between a rock and a hard place. Caught between a crossroads right here and now. I mean, listen. I'm going to be producing more videos. But I've gotten rid of a lot of them and I only have so many. And I don't think that it's right to just film others like I used to do that for a time, like film clips from other, videos and then just post them on my channel as my own. I mean, yes. The AI ruins creativity. Yes. It's cheating. Yes, 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 yes. But yes, it's an option. It's not going to be like all the shorts I'm going to produce. But seriously? Do I really have to be tied to my word of what I say in videos? Do I really have to be told by somebody, why did you make a whole video about this and you decide to use it? Well, you know, guess what? It is okay. It is okay not to totally promise. It is okay to feel one way about something and then do that opposite thing. Then do that thing when you feel against it. It's okay. Stop taking what everyone is going to think of you so seriously. So, that is what I'm going to do. For the sake of the very, very informal, very, very minor shorts. I'm probably not going to want to produce too many of those. Yes, there's a lot of negative things I have to say about AI. But apparently it's not wrong, and apparently YouTube's not getting rid of it, so it's there. Might as well use it. Tell YouTube. I mean, I'm still against it. I'll still, maybe report it. Maybe I've still got my message across, but I mean, one part of me doesn't want to be seen as somebody who's a hypocrite and saying that I'm going to do this and then I don't follow it. But then the other part of me, doesn't want to limit myself and what I intend to do. So, I will see how I feel. And if I should just feel so inclined, because I've scheduled shorts out for several days in March, but I'm doing this because I don't want to get consumed by social media. It takes time to produce those shorts. It takes time to produce those clips. But yet it takes time to produce the AI videos as well. Like, I will not let it take away from my creativity, and I will not succumb to it. But I will make it easier for myself and say, if I made a promise to myself to schedule shorts every month to come out every day of the month, this is an option. It's there. You might as well take advantage of it, even if it's not supposed to be there, and use it. Now, if I see a single comment saying, well, you know what, I thought that, under any of those videos, I thought that you were against AI. You know what? I'm still against those things of AI, but also, maybe I will get rid of the comment. I don't know. Maybe I'll put the link to that song. I don't know. I don't want to see comments saying that. I don't want to see comments from people who are saying things that I'm already hyper aware of. I'm so aware of what I'm doing, and I'm doing the best I can, and I'm making the best decisions I can when I can in my life. And so I'm gonna do things that are gonna make life a little bit easier for me moving forward, where I can feel at peace and not so drained at times and not so guilty. So, I mean, all they are shorts. They come out every day. It doesn't equal the videos that I produce and the amount of time and effort and energy that I put into producing those videos. You know, YouTube would not put something on there if they didn't want others to use it. Apparently, it's not against the copyright, not against the laws of YouTube. This is hard. This is hard to go against my word. Hard. Very difficult. And I may look back on this going, well, I shouldn't have said all this. But I'm saying it now. And I may or may not do it. Who knows? This is not a promise. This is not an announcement. This is just me processing all this stuff right now. So that is what I want to end this with. And I'm going to hop off now. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to prepare the rest of the shorts that will not be eliminated from YouTube. Because I don't go to all that trouble to produce the short to have YouTube take it down. YouTube should have emailed me about the AI. Emailing me about taking that down and not this. And I'm perplexed as to why they didn't do this. Oh, because YouTube is wrong about these things and they're putting these features up there. As I said, doing this will not change how I feel about this. It will not change that. I don't think that I will not change my feelings on it. But I'm doing this to make it a little bit easier and lighter for myself. That's why I'm doing this. So that's what I want to end this with.